a buy on Hind Zinc is what Mr. Chokalingam is suggesting. And viewers, Ravi Singh is joining us on the technical front. Welcome to the show, Ravi.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes, so let's, we were talking about Tata Steel and the steel space in particular. So because for somebody who wants to enter this space, especially after Trump has announced 50% tariffs in this industry. So what's your sense? What will your advice be to our viewers there?
See, ma'am, lot of volatility regarding the news. So I can say that trend is your friend. So right now we may see some profit booking. So avoid this counter in next 1 or 2 weeks. After that, when it's correct at around 140 or 142 levels, that means that level is attractive. So you can enter that level, but now current level is not risk reward ratio is not good, so just avoid at this point of time. If in case you want to enter in this segment, then sale is a better option, or sir has said that Hindustan Zinc or Hindustan Copper is a better option.
Okay, all right, thank you so much for that, Ravi. And now we have Sanjeev calling us from Chennai. Hi Sanjeev, good evening.
Good evening. Liquidity
Sanjeev, I'm afraid your audio is a little bad, but I have your query. Sanjeev from Chennai wanted to know about his shares in Shriram Finance. He currently holds 120 shares of this particular company at 675 rupees a piece. The stock is trading around 647. It was about flat with positive bias in trade today. He's also sitting on a loss of about 3.29 thousand, and perhaps is asking for a long-term perspective as well as short one. Ravi, I'll come to you on this one again. You say trend is your friend, right? But when it comes to observing the trend of how Shriram Finance has been treading its path for the past couple of months, it has been pretty range-bound. What would your suggestion to our viewer be, because he's sitting on a loss, and do you think there's a potential upside with regards to the stock price anytime soon?
You are rightly said that, ma'am. It actually is a consolidation zone, and range is very narrow. Is 640 to 660 levels, right? So there is a very strong support around the 640 and 635 levels. So I can say that don't panic, sir. Just wait and watch. The next target would be the 780 to 790 levels. But when it's correct at around 640, then you should do the average. So your buying price level is going down, and then again you once it achieve the level of 680, then you gain some more. So better to do the average and hold without panic.
Okay, thank you so much. And Mr. Chokalingam, I'm curious to know about your view and analysis, not just on this particular
air flashing on your screens. And with that, we are joined by a caller from Noida. Hi Amol, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, please go ahead with your query.
Yeah, so I bought 400 shares of Bandhan Bank at 170.5.
Okay.
And I thought today it will give some breakout. So I just want to know the short-term view on this.
And when did you?
From the thing. Yeah, today itself.
Okay, so you bought it today.
Support level, yeah.
And are you a short-term investor, Amol?
Yeah, short-term. Yeah.
Okay, for how long are you planning to hold?
Maybe around 2 weeks or 1 month at the most.
Okay,
because I just wanted to clear this because Bank Nifty was doing good, so and this stock was also about to give breakout and break its resistance of around 173.97. So I thought today it will give the breakout, so I entered this at support level.
Okay. So Ravi, extremely short view. 1 month outlook on Bandhan Bank. Currently it's trading at 178, and but when it reported its Q4 results, the profit numbers are exceptional. It's surged 483%. So what sort of patterns are you seeing on the charts?
Ma'am, I can say that you and Mallika ma'am are closely follow the market. That's why you look like a bearish candle. So I can say that stock is in a bearish zone, and you take exit from the current level at Bandhan Bank. Add Canara Bank or Federal Bank from this level. They have enough potential to give 1 month return around 8 to 10%. So better to switch your position in Canara Bank or Federal Bank.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And now we're being joined by Wasim from Gorakhpur. Hi, Wasim. Good evening. Namaste.
Hi. Good evening.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And Ravi, before I take this question to you, Himakshi and I today, both of us do look like, bearish candles because we're both wearing red, but we're very bullish on the market and we would love our viewers to make profits. So therefore, my question to you on Genus Power is that now the fact that it has been trading in a downward swing, especially since December of 2024, but we do see some signs of recovery from early May 2025. My question to you is that for anyone who's accumulating these shares at this given juncture, what should their stop loss be? And do you think it has a chances of, exceeding those December 2024 levels anytime soon?
Yeah, you are rightly said that, ma'am. 3-month return is 54% and 1 month return is 40%. That means stock is trading at a very higher zone and there is some resistance around 420 to 400 levels. So you may see some profit booking, but yes, there is an attractive level at around 360 to 365 level. So wait for some time. Let's consolidate in next 1 or 2 weeks. After that, you may take fresh position also, and you may average also at 380 to 360 levels for the target of 480 next 2-month target. So I can say that there is a strong upward momentum, but little bit correction at current market price. So just wait and put the stop loss of 345 is a strong stop loss closing basis.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Ravi. With that, we're joined by a caller from Bengaluru. Hi, Zach. Good evening.
Hi.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. And Ravi, I'd also like to come to you. When it comes to investors and our callers, incurring losses, so your advice has actually helped them to, narrow down their losses. So here, when he is sitting at a significant loss, so what would your advice be for Zach?
See, ma'am, there is a very strong support around 5,400. So I can say that whatever the market trend, just forget about it. Put the stop loss of 5,400. Once it hit the 5,400 level, then you just take exit. Otherwise, just hold your position, continue. It may touch the 6,000 level, but is a risky zone. So trend is your friend. Put the stop loss of 5,400 and hold for now. If you want to change, then there is another and many options. Number one is a pharma sector. If you want to invest, then Cipla is a good option. Second option is Coal India is a good option from the current level, because this is a 5,000 level, 5,500 level. Coal India is 400 around, and you have to enough space to buy more stocks to cover your losses. So if you want to switch, then the different strategy. If you want to hold, then put the stop loss of 5,400.
Okay, so if you're looking for alternatives from trend, perhaps Cipla and Coal India could be some alternatives. Ravi, then this takes me to you, right? So now that the stock price of electro steel casting has fallen from, say, about 200 odd levels to 100 odd levels at the moment in less than a year's time, speaking from a technical perspective, what would your suggestion or advice to investors be in order to make the most amount of benefit from investing in this? Because do you think in the next 1 year it will be able to go back and recover its losses, or it will take a longer time?
Sorry to say, ma'am, but bearish candle is bearish. So I can say that overall trend is down. 40% down from the higher levels in the last 1 year. Return is 40% negative. Why become a promoter? Just switch the another stocks. A lot of stocks, they have enough potential to go upside. But I can say that this stock, they maybe it's 200 level they achieve. But are you still comfortable? This 200 level is, if this stock achieve, then another stock they have a more potential. So better switch the position. go to the NHPC, the good option. SAIL is a good option. Another other in this segment, then there is a SJVN is a good option. So just switch your position. I don't think so the enough potential to go upside. Maybe is a consolidating at 110 to 105 level, but in a longer term you can see the level of 80 or 80 or 85 levels.
Okay, thank you so much for that view. And I think bearish candle should be made the word of the day, right, Malika?
Yeah.
And okay, jokes apart, let's go across to a
So much for that, Mr. Chokalingam. And now we're being joined by Tejpal from Hyderabad on the phone line. Hi, Tejpal. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for taking my call.
Most welcome. Please go ahead with your question.
I have around 500 shares of Shriram Properties which I have acquired very recently. I want to buy a large number of shares, like 5 to 10,000 shares in the coming times, keeping the real estate boom in mind.
Right.
Having said that, I would like to know the entry levels for this share.
Understood. Got it. Ravi, our viewer, Tejpal from Hyderabad, currently holds 500 shares of Shriram Properties at 94 rupees a piece. The stock has dropped by 2 rupees per share since the time he bought them. It's currently trading at 92. Do you think the levels at which it is currently trading is an attractive one to buy more shares of Shriram Properties? And technically speaking, how do you see the stock?
It's very difficult, ma'am. Again, is a bearish. So I can say that there is a very strong support around 90 levels. But your point is that you invest for the long term or you want to add, right? But this is not a stock for the long term, or you add more at current level because you stuck in the stock at 2 rupees only. So just forget about this stock, just take exit and buy another stock. I can say that NHPC is one of the option, GMR Infra is one of the option, IRB Infra is one of the option, but not this stock because they may correct around 90 levels, but below 90 it will achieve the target of around to 75 level. So a strong bearish trend, I can say exit, sir, please exit.
Okay. Ravi, while you are suggesting an exit on Shriram Properties, the question here is viewers like Tejpal, because your recommendations was mostly from the infrastructure space, and infrastructure is a large basket. It includes construction as well as real estate and a lot more other subset sectors as well. Somebody who wants to ride the realty wave, what stocks would you specifically suggest from that basket? There are so many stocks, right? So many listed companies. Or are you suggesting that perhaps it is not the right time to enter these stocks at all?
Ma'am, it's a very strong question and it is difficult to say for me. But why I am worried, because I can say that investor don't invest in next 1 year in property stocks. Whenever you have got opportunity, just take exit. I don't think so property stocks have a potential to give return from the current level. Just if you think I'm wrong, then think about the IT stocks. Last 1.5 or 2 years they are in a bearish zone, and now it's time to real estate. But anyway, the most of the stocks are in bearish zone, but some stocks in a good range, or you can say that there is a lot of volatility. You want to take a volatility benefit, then you invest in Godrej Properties these days or DLF. But after 5 to 10%, just take exit. But long-term prospects, you should avoid the realty counter at this point of time.
Understood. Thanks for that. Now let's go across to a caller joining from Hyderabad. Hi, Krishna Mohan. Good evening.
I am Krishna Mohan.
Yes, please go ahead with the query.
Recently, first I bought 5,000 S Bank around 19 rupees.
Okay.
And today morning, yesterday, since S Bank is went up very much, and today some board meeting is there.
Yeah.
Today morning, since it is came down, I bought another 1,500 at 2180. But after that, still also it is coming down. What's the reason? I don't know. Because equity, to raise the funds through equity means the stock will fall. Or what's the reason for the downtrend today?
Okay.
Yesterday it went up according to everybody's expectation.
Yeah.
But today it came down very much. If it is came down 1 or 2%, I would not have to think anything. But it is 10% came down today, and tomorrow also if another 10% if come down, the buying is I am going into losses.
Yes,
whether
absolutely.
to come out tomorrow itself, or and what's the reason? What's the board meeting to raise the first equity means? What is the thing?
Okay, and firstly, I'd like to know that are you a long-term investor or a short-term investor?
Short-term in this aspect, short-term only short-term funds.
Okay, very short-term. Understood. So, firstly, Yes Bank shares actually plunged over 10% following multiple large trades today. So, Ravi, the stock has come down from 23 to 20. So, what's your sense on the counter? What should Krishna Mohan be doing for somebody who has invested in this counter for short-term? What would your advice be?
Sir, listen carefully. I want to say something about so many stocks, but this is the story. Some stocks you want to invest for the return, some stock you want to invest for the news, and some stocks you want to invest for the marketing. And once you buy, you start the marketing. So please don't follow this trend. I can say that trend is your friend. A stock is going up, then you ride and enjoy the trend. When a stock is down, then just take exit. Yes, Bank, the lot of activity is going on, but I can say that put the stop loss of 18 rupees. Again, when it reach at 22 or 23 level, then book the profit because you are short-term investor. But if you are long-term investor, then stop loss would be the 16 rupees. And the next target would be the 25 levels, but it will take time. So just ride and just enjoy the trend. Don't be a marketing person or put your thought in when you invest. So just avoid this type of
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that suggestion, Ravi. And now we're being joined by Venkat from Hyderabad. Very quickly. Hi, Venkat. Please go ahead with your query.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Let's go across to a caller joining us from Bengaluru. Hi, Shankar. Good evening.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. How can I help you today?
Ma'am, Varun Beverages stock of 400 quantity in average price of 475. February 15, 2025 buy, ma'am. Short term 9 months. In 4 months in consolidation, ma'am. Sheller word, ma'am. More average correct level, ma'am.
Okay, Shankar, I'll get your query answered. Ravi, quickly coming to you, currently also it's hovering around the similar levels that, Shankar has bought it at. It's trading at 474 and was down in trade today, 1.5%. But, I don't know what's with the stocks like today, because again, this counter is also showing a bearish trend. But do you see any sort of bounce back in the coming future?
I can say that, ma'am, today is a Tuesday. If you want to hedge your weekend in Saturday and Sunday, so buy Radico Khaitan is a good option, but not Varun Beverages. So take exit, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And on that note, Mr. Ravi Singh and Mr. Chokalingam, thank you so much for joining us in this edition of Ask Profit and answering all the queries of our viewers. And viewers, you stay tuned as we're live with Ask Profit as well as in the morning as well as in the evening. So